Hello, I'm Catherine Anaya, and welcome to My Home Group TV. In this Ascending Agents episode, meet the Lugos. If you're on Instagram, you've probably noticed Bryce and Stephanie. They have a really distinct brand when it comes to real estate and lifestyle. Find out why they left corporate America to achieve success their own way. If you're on social media, you've probably come across the Lugos, Stephanie and Bryce. What you may not know, though, is that their partnership in life and business started as temp employees at Charles Schwab.
Bottom of the market, nobody had jobs. There were no opportunities available, so we both were getting creative and trying to make our way.
That was 2010.
They hired a lot of young people, at one time, because there was a lot of layoffs prior to that, so they were bringing people back in.
They got to know each other when the respective departments put a game of dodgeball together.
It was just like a big group of friends, but that's where it started.
Yeah, definitely friends, and then over time it evolved into something different.
They began dating and decided to leave Schwab together and took jobs at American Express, but Bryce had a yearning for real estate.
6 months in, I was like, I really want to get my license. I like Amex, but it's not doing it for me. And she was crying every day because she hated her job. She was in fraud and dealing with people who were really mean on the phone.
Bryce talked Stephanie into taking an accelerated real estate class with him.
And I said, you should totally come and do this with me. We were saved up, we're good. We can we could do this.
I was already ready to make the jump, and when he came to me with real estate, it was clearly something he was passionate about.
They both got their license, put in their notices, and right about that time took notice of the many opportunities social media was starting to present for business owners.
While he was looking for that other escape, like real estate, when he was looking for other opportunities, at the same time, I think we were both realizing the feasibility of doing something on our own, because he just had so many more tools in 2014 at the time than you had even 5-10 years prior, thanks to social media and technology.
It was a big risk for both of us, but I had a degree in finance from ASU, so I could probably go find another job if I had to, but it would have been more difficult for her to go back into the corporate world after leaving it.
Right.
So early on, so quickly.
Yeah.
Were you scared?
At the time, I did not understand the risks, because now looking back, we know that real estate agents, 9 out of 10 fail within the first 3 to 5 years. We understand that it takes 6 months to build a pipeline from scratch. And we didn't have any real estate background. We had no experience. We had no database. We had no connections getting into it. So at the time, I did not understand how critical those were to success. So I was a little nervous, but I was more excited and anticipating the opportunity.
They joined My Home Group in 2015, latching on to social media opportunities early on, which the Lugos say helped make a difference for their business.
On social media, you can generate leads. That's really a big part of it. And especially once you put the systems in place to allow that to happen, it just starts churning and it's happening on autopilot, and it's amazing. But that can take years. But what is really cool about social media is, if you're like us and you didn't have the experience, you didn't have any kind of notoriety in the industry getting into it, you can very quickly build authority in your space and in your market, because the first thing, whether you're referred, whether you meet somebody at an open house, or whether somebody's Googling a real estate agent, that first impression is almost always online. So I'm super passionate about teaching and coaching and training where I can, because this industry has given us such an amazing life, and I would love to continue to see it thrive, but we kind of have to do that all together. 98% of people are searching and vetting their real estate, anybody that they hire, really, any professional, online. So being able to establish ourselves on social media really early, it helped a lot.
Right now, business is great.
We found that we are more successful right now in this market helping buyers and sellers.
And the happily married couple are focused on welcoming their first child, a baby boy.
In the last year, just preparing to start a family, we have put so much work into building out the systems behind our business to really just automate and systemize as much of the work as possible, so that we could still step away when it's time.
Together, Bryce and Stephanie have figured out how to make it all work.
It's an extremely challenging industry, but anything worth having requires a lot of hard work.
By never losing sight of what they believe sets them apart.
I think it really just comes down to one of our core values is the client over the commission. And sometimes that's to our detriment. We could have probably closed a lot more homes by now if we had just focused on transactions over the relationship, but we decided a long time ago that if we were going to be successful and if we wanted to sleep at night, we had to do things ethically. We had to put people first.
Remember, you can subscribe to My Home Group TV at mhgtv.com, and you can watch all of our episodes on the My Home Group YouTube channel. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe while you're there. I'm Catherine Anaya. Thanks for watching My Home Group TV. I'll see you next time.